So I heard panting behind me. Yeah. You better not wreck that tent. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh. What is that? That's weird. Look at that. What's going on? That's weird. Morning, guys. So I just reset my watch. Every day the time is a bit different with sunrise and sunset, so I just updated that for today. I've got a bunch of things charging right now with the battery banks. Boss and I just went outside for a pee and it's still misting. It's a pretty heavy mist out there. So that changes things for my game plan about scenting. But I still think we're going to take the truck and check the cameras and focus on one area. Unless something on the trail cam tells me otherwise, right? So it's time for some coffee and breakfast. And then we'll get this place tidied up. Get our backpack, now that it's dry, get it repacked for a hunt tonight. I had every intent yesterday. I had every intent on hunting this morning, but, you know, with Boss getting out of the tent like that last night, it kind of concerned me. It's nice and warm in here, but I can't leave the stove on with him in here alone, right? You know, all it would take is one squirrel to run by this tent and he'd probably knock the stove over and the chimney pieces would be separated, and then you know the rest. So I think now that he's found his bed, I went out early yesterday. I went out 5 hours early. I was gone for over 5 hours. So, and it was thundering and storming and the rain was coming down like crazy. And the chimney was dripping, so I mean, to him it was probably chaos. So it's just about 10 o'clock. And I'm going to get ready for the day. I hope the cameras tell me that it's worth moving all that stuff to one spot. So now going forward, just to sit in that blind or the blind I'm going to set up today, for that matter, I'll only have to go a couple hours early. Excuse me. I hope I'm not getting a cold. Sounds like I am, but I just took a Reactin. Well, I need a shower today. Oh, we've got the coffee done, and we've got water on the go for breakfast. Oh, hey bud, did you hit your head? Ah, come on now. Come here. Give me your face. You gotta clean up your face, you little monster. Hey, come here. Oh, yeah. I know. There you go. Wow. Hey. You're a good boy. I really hope there's something else on that camera. Even if that bull came back to the same spot but just a lot later, I would be super happy with that. I'm just starting to question, was it just once in a blue moon stray bull that caught that smell and he won't be coming back? I don't know. Alright guys, we are gonna just go for a walk. We're gonna go to that one end, check that camera, see where we're at. Okay, but oh, look at your face. Look at your face. Oh, you're all covered in slobber. So it's still misting out. But I think it's time we get moving, eh? Yeah. Yeah, you wanna go for a walk? Go for a walk? Yeah? So here's our water collection. It's doing really well. This one's half full. That one's almost full. Now, there's slobber in here because Boss just drank. His bowl was full too. But he just drank that. So we're going to deal with that on our way back. Ah, it's really misting now. But the sky is breaking up. The sun's been poking out a little bit. Oh, geez, really misting. I don't know, should we wait? We're not going in there. We're going to go for a walk. It is breaking up. So, I think we might be in luck today. Yeah, we're going to go right now. Okay. Talk to you soon. You want to go for a walk? Let's go for a walk. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Let's go. Well, we just checked the camera here. Nothing. There was 8 pictures on it. 4 of me and Boss leaving, and 4 of me and Boss coming. So we are going to collect all my rags here, and that's it. We have nothing left behind. I've pulled the camera, so we're gonna go back to camp. I'm soaked. Like, this grass is so wet. Look at my feet are soaked up to my ankles. So I guess I'm going to do all the work in these clothes because my feet are already wet. Good boy. Alright, we are going to go back to camp, and then we're going to load the truck up and get everything ready to amalgamate into one central unit and focus our attention in one spot. Alright, check in with you again soon. Alright, we're just beside camp on the road, and I've got this, hi bud, got this last little bit of paracord. This is the fire starting paracord. So that red strand that's inside, that's a fire starting strand. Anyways, I'm going to cut this into 2 pieces, and I'm going to hang a male scent rag off and a female, and then I'm just going to drag them behind, and I'm gonna go even way beyond, obviously, my last spot, and try and use that as a lure, an attractant, to get them to follow the road back to where I'm gonna be hunting. I do this for bear hunting a lot. Same kind of mentality. I'll put down a tarp or a piece of poly, and I'll cover it in like bacon grease or some kind of grease, and then when the bears, and I put it right beside the barrel where they feed from, where my popcorn is, and when they step into it in order to get into the barrel to eat my popcorn, well, now their feet are dragging that deep fryer and bacon grease smell all through the bush to leave a trail for other bears to follow back to my spot. So I'm kind of doing the same mentality here. Hope it works. So yeah, I've cut them 2 different lengths so they don't interfere with each other and one trails the other one. I don't know if it's gonna make a difference or not, but it's still pretty wet out here. The sun is coming out. Everything's breaking up for clouds, so should be a nice day this afternoon. Hopefully burn off all this wet grass, make it dry again so I don't get too wet. Anyways, I gotta go tie these up to my bumper and then we'll make our way to the trail cam 2. Okay, there you go. Got them tied to the bumper. And we've got a short one and a long one. Male, female. So here we go. Oh my gosh. Whew. And the diesel fired up like nothing too, by the way. Which is good to know. Still a pretty new truck, so I haven't, or new truck to me. So I haven't had a chance to figure any of that stuff out or try it or, you know, put it through the ropes. I hope maybe my smell was just too fresh that he didn't come out early and came out later, I don't know. Or it could have just been a satellite bull, just a remote dude kicking around and caught a whiff and checked it out, and he will never be back again. Never know. I don't know these things. I don't know these animals very well at all. Ah, boss, the sun. Hey, the sun, buddy. What do you say? He's pretty excited. I really thought this was more moose country. Like, we got a swamp to the one side of us. We got a bunch of sloughy ponds all around here. Bunch of, you know, like it's sand pitty kind of willows, sand and willows. Like, I thought for sure this was more moose country. All right, well, we are just about at camera 2 here. So we're gonna get out. And I had to bring the laptop because this one doesn't have a screen to check the pictures. It's a way more expensive camera. It's my Browning one. It doesn't have the display screen though, but it takes like 80-foot range pictures, and they're clear and nice HD. Look at the deer. No, it's okay, bud. Look at the deer. Nice little Bambi. Okay, sights pulled. So this is where all the scent stuff was, hanging on these trees. All my rags are gone. Camera was up on that hill there. Camera's gone. So this is the other spot. And just in behind this bluff here, this little cluster of trees, is where he was fighting that stick, those trees. I still see the rags are up. So, but, let's see, right there. My blind. That's been okay. Whoa. Alright, let's keep going. Alright. So, getting our collection of scent ready here. And we're just going to go walk around, dropping some scent here and there. And, you know, look for places to set up the trail cams that kind of capture more of the area. So yeah, we are going to be soaked up to the balls once we're done. So I'll check in with you in a bit. Okay, we've got 3 cameras out, and so basically here's the blind, and I've got a trail camera on that tree there, facing, kind of catching this edge here from my blind out toward the road and in behind this bluff. I want to see if there's any activity here, if they're coming, you know, in this way, or, you know, if they're walking the road and then going that way. And then I've got one over there in that cluster of poplars, kind of facing in this way. And then I've just got this one, this is kind of the concentrated scent spot. You see I've got some more out there. So I'm hoping to lure them in here, because this is the kill zone, right? This is 25 yards. That's probably 30 something. Anyways, to that tree I'd be comfortable shooting with the pins I've got. So we're gonna walk around and just I've got three drags kind of following me, 3 different scents, and we're just gonna walk around and drop some more scent here and there and try and riddle the whole place, and then go from there. So I need all my hands to drop scents and that kind of stuff. You know what I did notice is this bottle of scent I had left over from last year. This stuff, it really smells like it really smells like a potent stink. The new stuff I bought this year, the red stuff, the female, just smells like chloroseptic, really like chloroseptic. And the male stuff doesn't have a smell. So I don't know, maybe it's just crap. But that little tiny thing smells really strong, like a animal piss of some kind, right? So I don't know. And this is the only place that I've used that stuff. So I used it before the bull came in. But whatever, we'll see. So I'm gonna go walk around. I'm already soaked. You can see here I am soaked right up to my knees, a little beyond. So can't hurt to get even more wet. Then we will go back to camp, change, get some dry clothes on, get the heat kicked up, probably eat some lunch, have a nap. That sounds good to me. Okay, that's done. And there was one big cloud that just came over, dropped some rain. It's done now. We are definitely soaked up to our balls. So I got some work to do back at camp now. I want to get the water put into the shower container, shower jug, and obviously I have to wring my clothes out, stick them on the clothesline, switch stuff from the clothesline down, blah blah blah. Tidy up camp basically. My feet are all squishy, and every time I step, it's literally as if I had just walked in a lake. I'm soaked. So I'm not cold though. All that walking helped. But it's time to definitely get dry, get the heat going at camp. I'm pretty sure that heater would last another night yet. I picked it up this morning and it felt definitely lighter than last night by enough that I noticed it. So I really don't want to have to wake up in the middle of the night and go outside and get another tank and whatever. So I might just bring the second tank inside, put it in behind the stove so that I could switch it at night if I needed to inside the tent. Well, I'm still in my wet clothes. I got my lunch out of the truck. I've got most of my gear kind of off the line and kind of put away, ready for tonight. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a shower right now and then get into my comfy clothes. So this is the water that I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's go into the sun here. That's the water that this pot collected just from dripping by the chimney. So I'm going to take the rest from these tubs. I'm just going to keep boiling water and dumping it into that crate until the whole thing's full of hot water. Ooh. And I'm for sure going to have to change the... oh, that's heavy. I'm going to have to change the fuel cell on the stove for sure. So I'm going to just go get this going. So I'm going to use the last of that fuel cell to heat it up. And I'll have to change it in order to get it to boil. It's pretty low. Oh, guys, I can't tell you how good that felt. Come here, bud. I just had the warmest shower I've ever had at a campsite. So, I put my camp chair in my blinds, so I need my other chair. Hey, what, you want to smell? Yeah. I'm going to sit out here, cook up some lunch, listen to an audiobook. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh boy. Oh, that felt so good. Honestly, the bottom was cold, so the warm water didn't mix down to the bottom. But I just stirred it up a bit, and the whole thing turned very warm. Like, beyond lukewarm, but not hot. Oh, God, that feels good. I forgot to shave. Oh well, next time. So even after putting 5 liters of boiling water in there, I'll bet you there's only a third left now. So I'm using 3/8, I think, a shower. And that's okay. I got extra water right now, and I know where I can get some. So I gotta brush my teeth, and then I'm just going to cook up something to eat and get ready for tonight. Okay, guys. It's 20 to 7. Starting my walk now. Once I get set up in the blind, or going up to the blind, I'll turn you back on. So I heard panting behind me. Yeah. You better not have wrecked that tent. What are you doing? What are you doing? Boss. Boss. Shh. Uh-oh. What is that? That's weird. Look at that. What's going on? That's weird. Well, we're back on the road again. I think it's time for a new camera. My camera's acting up. It's turning off. And then there's that inner piece that shows up. I don't know. There's the rags. God dang it. There's a truck coming. Well, that's it. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with my camera. It keeps shutting off on me, saying that an error occurred. Oh, I can see it. There we go. Hey guys. Well, the coyotes are, they're close and they're yipping. And that guy, that truck, he was coming down here to feed his bear bait, so his bait has been, come on, you can come in. Yeah, his bait has been dead for 2 weeks, so cleaned right out, emptied, that kind of deal. And he just rebaited it tonight, so that's what he was coming down here for. So that would explain the old bear scat that I found. The problem is, it's not very far away from my camp here. Holy crap, guys. Oh. Well, it stinks like feet in here. Yep. That's my shoes. Ones I got soaked earlier. Oh. Okay, so, before I forget, I gotta write in my things to change for next time book. Them coyotes are really howling right now. Okay, so that's close. That's very close. I've got my lantern on outside. I better go shut that off. So this guy that was doing his bear bait, he offered me his land too. And, you know, I kept thinking of the worst, you know, like, I kept thinking, like, someone's going to drive down here and steal my dog or hurt my dog or, you know, something like that. And so far everyone's just been super nice and helpful and, you know, I guess they're used to a lot of hunters. But this guy is a name. Yep. Alright, so I see him. And I figure yeah, I see this guy's name too, which is really good. Anyways, I'll have a look at that a bit later. He was telling me where to go and what road to go down and check it out and go there, and just last week he saw some bulls, and he's got some guys up north coming down for bear hunting, so he was just baiting his bait site, which I wish he waited a little bit longer, like 4 more days, because now he's going to bring bears in within 100 yards of my camp. So maybe 200 yards, big deal. So, because it's been, I guess he hasn't baited in a couple weeks. So, you know, they would have eaten the food and moved on, right? And that's why I see the old scat on the road. But if he's just freshly baited, then I can expect some bears. Oh, well, guys, it's 10:30. I decided to forego supper tonight. Just been thinking about what that guy said, and he's pretty confident that the elk are just east of me right now in the alfalfa and bean fields, which are crown. he said that he might come back tomorrow or the next day and he'll take me there and show me exactly where they are. He'd give me some instructions how to get there, and it's his crown land. So he said he was supposed to be in Colorado right now on an elk hunt, but his buddy went instead, and he's got to get set up for his hunters he's got coming for bear. So that's why he was out baiting tonight. I mean, he somewhat told me how to get there, but I didn't see he said there's a cut line I have to go down just before the big sand pit. And we went to that sand pit today. That's where we started our drag and made it all the way back this way. I don't think it's a cut line you can get down with a truck. I think you'd need a quad. Maybe I should get one of the quads I have at home up and running, huh? I'll tell you, having Boss here, stay at camp while I'm out hunting, I'm not a big fan. I don't like it much. I've been really thinking about what that guy said about the elk being east of me. He said they're never going to be on the swamp side. He's like, they're all going to be east. And that tells me that the scent that I put out that day that drew that bull in, that was one of the satellite bulls, or a bull, who was just curious about that scent. I'll bet you it was like the feeling I'm getting from that conversation is that this was a one-time deal. That it just came in to check things out. This isn't his normal habitat. And elk hate water, right? They don't like the water. They'll never cross that swamp. So I need to get as close to, and that's what I tried doing. Like, I tried positioning myself as close to farm fields as possible while still being on crown. My conflict with what he said of where to go is that the conflict I have is that I think the farm fields that he's talking about that are crown are outside of my game hunting area. I'm not sure I'm even allowed to be there, whether it's crown or not. This book is pretty handy. I take it every time I go hunting. And basically I write down things that I can think of to do better next time or change. Change of plans, guys. It's 11:15 and I'm hungry. So I'm going to have my lasagna or spaghetti. I'm pretty hungry. I thought I could make it. Nope. I gotta eat. Been listening to my audiobook for only about 10 minutes and all I can think about is eating. Grabbing a granola bar or something out of the truck. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna get a full belly, then I will sleep. So guys, I will see you in the morning. I think we're gonna go for a drive tomorrow. We're gonna check out this cut line, and that'll give Boss and I a good chance to go for a walk. And while we're heading to the cut line, we're gonna switch out the camera cards, and hopefully that guy comes back tomorrow or the next day like he said he would, and kind of show me the ropes, show me where to go, and then I'll track it and make sure I'm within the game hunting area, and that gives me another spot.